Now we want to use the famous quadratic formula to solve this problem. But to do this, here's the hint they gave you. You want to turn it into standard form. So we have 6x squared plus 3 equals 2x minus 6. A little refresher, guys. Standard form is basically when you have it in the sense of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So let's go ahead and do that right now, guys. Let's move everything to one side. I would just move minus 2x plus 6 minus 2x plus 6. These cancel. Now remember, guys, these do not have the same exponents, so we can't add them. So we simply write them next to each other. Minus 2x. Now we can't combine these because they both don't have any letters. It's just 3 plus 6, which is simply a plus 9. And everything is equal to 0, which is exactly what we wanted. Now, if you guys don't remember, the formula for the quadratic formula is the following. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now look at the standard form. This is your a, this is your b, and this is your c. Look at this. That's your a, that's your b, and that's your c. So let's label them, guys. A is 6, b is negative 2. Watch out for that, guys. And c is positive 9. So all we got to do now, guys, is replace the letters with the right numbers. Here we go. So it's negative, what's my b? Negative 2. Be careful. Let me write these in red so you know what I'm plugging in. Plus or minus the square root of, well, we know this is a squared, but what is it? A b is a negative 2 right there. And we keep going. Minus 4 times a letter a and a letter c times a times c, and that's going to be over 2 times a, and we know a is positive 6. Now you plugged everything in. It's now a matter of doing your doing your arithmetic. So negative 2 times a negative is just a positive 2. Plus or minus, what's negative 2 to the second power? Basically, it's negative 2 times negative 2. That's a positive 4. Negative 4 times 6. Negative 4 times 6, it's a negative 24. Negative 24. And what's negative 24 times 9? Negative 429, that's a minus 216. And at the bottom, what's 2 times 6? That's a 12. If I were to simplify the last thing, guys, this is still positive 2 at the outside. But what's 4? What's 4 minus 216? 4 minus 216, you guessed it. It's let me put it in red. It's actually negative 212 over 12. Now, here's the thing, guys. If we were to go, let me show you. Notice here is a negative inside a square root. What happens if we go to Desmos and we try to find, look, if I try to find the square root of a 9, you guys see that's a 3, correct? But what if I try to find the square root of a negative 9? Here's the thing. It's undefined because you cannot find the square root of a negative number. It's impossible. You can't do it. So because our number inside is negative, this means our answer here is called undefined. The symbol for undefined is this, but in quadratics and parabolas, we basically say there is no solution or no real solution. Some people like to say that. But anyways, it's not real, it's not possible because the square root, the inside number in the square root, it's a negative number. And that's how you use the quadratic formula to find the answers in a parabola.